Good afternoon. As the head of the science division of the Academy and being a good friend of Rafi, I have the pleasure to open this ceremony honoring the 80th birthday Gvurot, hosted by the Israel Academy of Sciences and Humanities. Rafi joined the Hebrew University as a member of the Lunatic Fringe, and this was a small group of people, mostly experimentalists, who wanted to know what really happens within a chemical change that takes place. How do atoms move? What is the energy distribution? And what are the rules that govern these chemical changes? The topic became a leading area in Israel and around the world and became an important playground for theorists and experimentalists. When Rafi joined the Hebrew University, he was putting the finishing touches on his book, Quantum Mechanics of Molecular Rate Processes. This was published by the Oxford University Press. Eventually, it was cited as the prime reason for awarding Rafi the Israel Prize in 1974. The late Moshe Shapiro was Rafi's first graduate student and wrote his thesis on this topic. Another member of the Lunatic Fringe was Ludwig Hofacker, at that time at Northwestern University. Then, Ludwig moved to Munich to become the first professors of theoretical chemistry in Germany. Ludwig and Rafi started cooperating very early, and this led to the foundation of many Israeli-German cooperations. We are really very glad and fortunate to have Ludwig Hofacker with us today. The Lunatic Fringe overcame all obstacles and started producing a lot of experimental data. This was the problem of big data of 1960. Working with the late Richard Bernstein, Rafi suggested the use of information theory to handle big data. Avinoam Ben Shaul found this topic of interest and joined them in the research effort. We are happy to have Avinoam talking today and contributing to this ceremony. The physicists at the Hebrew University were not very enthusiastic with Rafi's approach to handle the big data problem at that time. Yet Ludwig Hofacker and his support allowed to continue and develop this concept. He sent his graduate student, Johan Mans, as a postdoctoral fellow to Rafi, and he was one of the early contributors to this new direction of science. He will talk. We are really happy to have Jorgen Mans with us here, and he will talk later and describes his relations to this effort. Miki Tamir who is here, worked on both dynamic and information theory. Complementary to the work of Jorgen Mans was Itamar Prokacha, who is also here in the audience. Itamar applied the surprisal analysis to non-reactive collisions. His crowning achievement with Rafi was their joint paper on the relation between information and thermodynamics. Ronnie Koslov, that is unfortunately not with us here, was also a graduate student at that time, together with Eli Pollack, who will chair another session at this ceremony. The next generation of students included Yoram El-Hasid and Noam Agmon, who will speak today during our meeting. Their joint work is possibly the most cited research of Rafi's group. Talib Tishby came next, seeking to even better relate the work on information theory to physics. The early 1980s saw the foundation of the Fritz Haber Research Center, in which Israel Schechter played a key role. To extend the range of technical applications of information theory, Rafi turned to algebraic methods. Sabri Case, who is with us here, and we are very happy to welcome here, graduated as a student at this time in Rafi's group. Nowadays, the surprisal analysis is applied in many areas. The latest is in biology. And Natalie Kravchenko-Balasha will report on these advances. Throughout his years, Rafi collaborated with many leading experimentalists. Uzi Evan is one of them, and he recruited Rafi to the idea of generating extreme conditions by cluster surface impact to follow chemical reactions. Tamar Raz, director of the Azrieli Jerusalem College of Engineering, made essential contributions to this effort, and Danny Steinitz was also much influenced by these exquisite experiments of Uzi. Rafi and myself, we worked on using the exquisite ability of biological molecules to recognize one another and to do logic operations. A key player in these studies was Françoise Remacher, that led several EU research projects in the past decades that enabled Rafi, Françoise, and myself to do this work. The audience in this room is the best evidence for the utmost recognitions and appreciations to Rafi's achievements and contributions to science. Not surprisingly, are the overwhelming, well-deserved honors and awards recognizing Rafi's achievements. Part of them are the Wolf Prize in 1988, the Rothschild Prize, the Emet Prize, and others. He is a member of many academies, and including the US National Academy of Sciences. Let me finish by wishing Rafi best health and continuous prosperous research. At the end, I would like to thank Professor Israel Schechter for his efforts to organize and bring together the program of today. And to Dr. Meni Kirma, I don't see him here, I don't know where he disappeared, but Dr. Kirma belongs to the Israel Academy of Sciences and is responsible for all the arrangements of these events. I thank you all for joining us at this event, and I look forward to the different talks that will be presented here. Thank you.